All right, look what's next. It's the Pump It Up FX running Prime 2 Vintage FX. Let's see how this ends. That's right, dance, Chris. Dance. Look at that. 2,500 already. What a surprise. What a surprise. Like, look how much time he spends on this. The crew, they're fine. Captain's fine. But just look how much time he spends on this. And nothing happens. Like, nothing. Also, nice pixel image on the left. Yeah, like the right side, the player one side is fine, but the player two side look like he got some drama. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, 26. 26. Tis, tis. Because I know the feeling, and I feel like the person that bid, they were just being petty. They were being petty, and the person that won this, I will assure you, they don't understand what they're getting themselves into. I mean, this FX looks like it's been through a lot, but it still looks like a good looking cab. But if you're trying to get this modern, as well as running Phoenix and up, ooh man, tis tis tis.
Hooray,
Yeah. It's BOSS, capital SALADTSR ball salad tosser with another one. And in this video, I am trying to inform players who are trying to buy a game like Pump It Up or Dance Dance Revolution or ITG from Captain's Auction on how this process works. Because a lot of people think $2,600 is a good deal for this Pump It Up FX. Let me tell you right now, it is not a good deal. It's very very it's gonna be a rough one. This is a project, and I'm gonna explain why. All right, first things first. This is a problem. Look how fast that number's going up, and it's still going. Still going. I was gonna stop. Nope. 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 Still going. Still going. Still going. That's the problem. That's your first issue. Any any rhythm game that goes up that fast up to that number, and then crickets. It's just crickets. Like this whole auction took 3 minutes. All right, next. Um, this auction ended at $2,600. So most players will sit there and think, "Oh man, that's a deal," until they realize when they get the final bill, they're like, "Wait a minute, I don't understand. I thought the tax was 7%, but at Captain's, the premium tax is 18% in addition to the state tax. So for California, the tax is 7.75%, and the captain's tax, as I like to call it, is 18%. So when you combine both of them, that becomes 25.75%, which means for every dollar you are getting hit with 25 cents. For every $500, you getting hit with 125. For every $1,000, you getting hit with 250. So, as you see, this ended at $2,600. So that means after $1,000, $250. Then that's 500 at 2,000, and then at 600, since it's 25.75%, you get hit with an additional $170. You add that up, you get $3,270 and probably some change, and that sucks. So most players don't understand when they are buying a cab like this, they want to modernize it. Okay, so right there, I just told you the cab at the auction is going to cost you $3,270 because 25.75% tax. Okay, that's before shipping. And if you're in California and you got a pickup truck, you can just go there, or you're in SoCal, you can just go pick it up, no additional cost. But most people don't got it like that. Most people don't even know how to move these cabs. So shipping in, I'd say at the low end, maybe $400, 400 all the way up to $1,100, depending on who you go to, and if you have the resources. Next up, the pads. You see those pads there? Those are old school pads. Most people are trying to modernize them, okay? Because no one ain't trying to play on bracket pads anymore. In fact, the majority of players have never even experienced playing on the bracket pads, and they don't want to damage their feet trying to play Dark Side of the Mind. No, 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 no. So that on the low end, $600 for the C frame, for the C frames and the panels, and yeah, C frame on the panel, low end 700, on the high end $1,100 to $1,200 depending on where you go. And then people want to play on the legit pump it up mix that's current. Okay, they want to play on the current mix. I've seen a lot of people stepping away from the Step Up 2 and want to be legit. All right. So if you go on the website of SavePoint, which has got the most fairest price out of everybody, because you can't order from Arcade Sparks no more. Sparks Parts no more. You are dropping $4,000 for a full kit. Why $4,000? Because this game is coming with Prime 2. Most likely, the new I/O is not on there. The computer's right, but the I/O is missing. It has the original pump I/O, which it kind of does the job when you're not up there skilled, but after a certain while, you will need that because it makes a difference. Okay, that polling rate is serious. So you're looking at another $4,000 on top of everything. So you got $2,600 plus the 670 hammer, that becomes $3,270, and we got the shipping. So let's say the shipping is about, I guess, 800. 800. Let's just make it 700. Round it off. That is $4,000. Then you buy this kit. That's an additional that's $4,000. That makes it $8,000. You're trying to modernize the pads, and that's another. Let's just say, let's say $500. Okay, that's $8,500. Okay, 8,500. Okay, now we at 8,500. Oh yeah, still gotta get the card readers. Okay, so that's additional. That can be two, three, $400 depending on where you go to get those. Next up, what's crazy is this machine been up for a long time. I'm not even sure it's still up. The seller here is trying to sell, throw away, because this cab did start at $7,000, which is a fair price for a fully upgrade FX cab, because $7,000 is the going rate for when you upgrade everything. If you got a pump cab for under $2,000, all right, this cab here with the screen fully upgraded, pads fully upgraded, got the new IO and all that, as well as Phoenix Marquee, $5,000. You can probably talk this person to $4,500. Okay, and you put it next to this. The only thing that makes this special is the Pump It Up Pro board. That is, unless you turn this into a ITG, you basically throwing your money away. I mean, it feels good to win something from captains, but once you realize, like, once the the endorphins calms down and all that stuff, and reality kicks in, and you want to get this up to date, yeah, it's gonna cost you a lot of money. Like, it might be over $10,000 for whoever bought this at the end. They just don't know it yet. Meanwhile, this cab, you know, they probably. I mean, if it's still up, because this is still on Facebook Marketplace in California, SoCal to be specific, you can probably talk them down to $4,500, maybe $4,000, because after a while they just want to get it out of the way. $5,000, that's a good price. That's a damn good price. It's not a steal, but it is probably one of the best price for a fully upgraded pump it up cab you're gonna get. I mean, I got the better price. But that's another video. But yeah, I'm just letting you know now, okay, that 5,000 is a steal. FYI, for players that just don't know. And the one over here, at Captain's, while it seems like it's 2,600, yeah, everything else that's gonna come with it is gonna just tack on to the point where you're gonna not have the time for it because you need time, or this is gonna spread into not 6 months, but possibly a year or two. I done heard players talk about this because not everyone has that type of money in the beginning, because even the most top tier players, they don't know nothing about this. They just know once they got that cab, they were done. No, there's no information out there or guidance to informing players that this adventure is a costly one.